Hi, it's Carolyn Creed here, and in this video I wanted to talk to you about fear and how it stops us dead in our tracks from really claiming our gifts and stepping out into the world and sharing them. Now, fear is pretty much always present for us humans. But what's interesting about the horses is that fear is always present for them too, because they are prey animals. They are actually not our domesticated horses, but of course biologically wired to be under threat at all times. There is always a chance of a predator coming by to attack them. And yet, most of the time when we see horses, they are grazing peacefully in the field or lying down, relaxing, or playing with each other. And so isn't it interesting that these animals who are actually under threat, who can be under serious attack and have every reason to be in fear, are most often not. And yet we, who rarely are under serious threat, most often are in fear all the time. And so I have this little exercise or a little reframe that I wanted to share with you to help bring the fact that our fears are most often an illusion. And I call it lion or plastic bag. So when a horse sees or feels a rustling in the bushes, it could be a lion. So they are going to have that fear response. Yet, if they realize that it's actually just a plastic bag flapping in the wind, then they can go, okay, not a lion, not going to be eaten. I can go back to grazing, back to center, back to calmly, peacefully grazing. Now, we, on the other hand, will most often be in that fear state. Oh my gosh, there's a lion in the bushes. I'm going to be eaten. And yet, it's never true. 99% of our fears are just created in our minds. So what I love about this reframe is, first of all, it brings levity to the situation because we are so gosh darn serious all the time. We take ourselves seriously all the time. So it's really important to remember the humor. Remember that we're here to have fun. We're here to live in joy. We're not here to be in this constant state of fear and stress all the time. So when we feel that fear coming up, because it always is, fear is actually natural. It's a natural response. But it's how do we move beyond it? How do we process it and use it to help us in the situation and then keep going? That's the key. You've got to keep going, not be stuck and paralyzed. And this is a key part of my Gentle Warrior framework of how do we move boldly towards our dreams and step into our highest, biggest visions while being scared, while dealing with our fears that are just always going to be there. How do we do that with humor and with heart and with love and self-compassion. So remember, lion or plastic bag. Am I actually going to die if I step out there and share myself? If I put myself out there, am I going to be eaten? Most likely not. It's just a plastic bag flapping in the wind. And so, what can I do with that? Well, I can go deeper into it, get curious. Why is this coming up for me? Get information so I can use the plastic bag to gather information and put it in my bag and take the parts of it that are helpful, take that forward with me as I keep going on my journey. Or I can say, you know what? Not really useful for me. I'll just throw that bag into the recycling and off I go. I don't need to take it with me. So it's a really fun way. I do it myself to remind myself that the fears that I'm feeling are really just illusions. And I hope that's helpful for you. And if you want to go deeper into this, if you are feeling this calling to step into something bigger, to step into your higher purpose, if you know that you are here for something more, but you're terrified, then I'm going to put a link in this post. Let's hop on a call. Let's dive into it and see how they are actually just illusions, and then help you move beyond them, because you are here for a reason and you absolutely cannot afford to remain stuck and paralyzed because of your fears. So I'll put the link here. Hop on your complimentary call, and I look forward to speaking with you. Talk to you soon. Bye.